We gather here in Jesus' name.
Hi guys, so I warn you from Psalm 71:17. I must apologize and say I'm sorry because it's been a really long time since we've posted a song leading solo course video. I can plead, it's been a busy year, that's all I can say. So that's why I kind of haven't filmed in a while. But let me get past that and let me get to my points here. I want to talk to you today about a song leader's purpose, what a song leader should be, and what a song leader does not need to be. First point, a song leader's purpose. A song leader's purpose is to obviously fill in one of the main things in the worship service. Worship service, we all know the 5 acts of worship. Singing is one of those. Now, I want you to remember this. A song leader is not the main thing in the singing service. He does not need to be the focus. He's just there to be an instrument of how to lead singing. He's doing the pitch of the song, just hand motions, keeping the time. He's the instrument with God's worship. He's not the main focus. God is the main focus. So don't focus on the song leader. Focus on the singing. Second, a song leader's purpose is to encourage and to edify other people. Because, if you didn't have singing in the worship service, you'd probably fall asleep. Seriously. Because, I know it's hard to kind of stay awake in some of the sermons. Just kidding. I know it is sometimes hard. And the song leader kind of makes you focus. He gets your mind ready. And that is another one of the song leader's purposes. Now let me tell you what a song leader should be and what a song leader should do. A song leader always needs to be prepared. I can't tell you how many times I've not been prepared and it was a train wreck. Now sometimes you may get lucky and it'll go fine. And then sometimes you might even not help it. Actually in Jamaica, they kind of surprised me. Matthew lead singing, and it was about 2 minutes before the service started. So I had about 2 minutes to pick about a couple of songs. And then one of the guys told me, oh yeah, and the other guy is not going to be here, so we need you to lead singing for 10 minutes. So that was a little bit of a surprise. It went up pretty good. So if that happens, just kind of flip through a songbook very quickly. And if it's a really hard song, just kind of skip it and maybe talk in between so it's not just like really awkward when you're flipping through the songs. And the second thing a song leader needs to be is enthusiastic. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen song leaders get up there. So tell the lead, sing and be happy. If the skies above you are gray, you are feeling... That is not what singing should be like. It is not... A song leader cannot be up there just... that depresses the entire congregation. It does not make them sing in spirit and in truth. It does not help at all. It makes you sleepy. That's what it does. And you don't want to fall asleep. That is not good. And a song leader has to be enthusiastic. A song leader always needs to have a smile on his face. Now, there are exceptions. Like if you're leading a song, Alas, did my Savior bleed? You might not want to be smiling throughout the entire song. Now in the chorus, at the cross, you might want to smile there. But you don't want to, like, Now With Heaven and Pinion, you don't want to smile during that song. That's not a song that you need to be like, Now With Heaven. You don't want to do that when you're talking about Jesus' death. You need to be serious in those songs. Now, when I say enthusiastic, I don't mean like you're up there dancing. That is not correct. That is terrible. You don't want to be up there dancing. You want to be up there waving your hands, and you don't want to do that. That's not what I mean. When I mean enthusiastic, I mean that you really mean it. You are trying to explain the song. You're trying to sing it in spirit and in truth. You're just trying to worship God. You need to be enthusiastic. See, song leading is kind of like preaching. You're up there as long as the preacher is, and you're also kind of speaking to one another in songs and hymns and spiritual songs. You're speaking to one another. And like people lead, I love to tell the story in kind of a weird way. Like, I love to tell the story. You don't want to lead it slow. That song usually tends to drag. You don't want that song to drag. That song, like, we are speaking to other in songs and hymns and spiritual songs. Would you say to someone who's never heard the gospel before, I love to tell the story of unseen things above, of Jesus and His glory, of Jesus and His love. I love to tell the story. You don't know. You say, I love to tell the story of unseen things above. I love to tell the story of Jesus and His love. I'm probably getting the words wrong a little bit there. But that's a song you don't want to be real slow like that. So, second, what should a song leader not be? I've kind of covered this a little bit, but a song leader does not need to be up there. I love to tell... A song leader needs to be enthusiastic. A song leader cannot be up there just doing like he doesn't want to be there. I've seen that before, like Today I'll be leading number 364. Everyone in the congregation loves you. You don't need to be nervous. I know it's hard. I get nervous. It's hard when you're nervous up there, but everyone in the congregations love you. You need to make sure that you are worshiping God in spirit and in truth. So song leaders not need to be up there shaking. He does not need to be up there being like, I don't want to be here. This is dumb. He doesn't need to be apathetic towards the worship service. Song leader needs to be up there acting like he loves it. He doesn't want to be acting like he was forced to do it. Now, you don't want to be forced to do it, because if you're forced to, you're most likely not going to be enthusiastic. But you do not need to be like stone-faced and unhappy. So that's what a song leader does not need to be. They don't need to be up there unhappy. They need to be up there being happy, enthusiastic, okay? Now, let me give you a little song leading tips. And let me give you some tips for the class first. I need to remind you, in this class I want you to participate in it. I don't want to be just something that you binge watch, which I do hope you have better things to binge watch when you're sick other than us, because we're not good. We're not that good. I want you to have a pitch pipe, and you need a songbook. I am most likely going to be leading songs out of the songbook, Songs of Faith and Praise. If you do not have that book, that's fine. Because I kind of want to look at the music, kind of analyze it, tell you what to do, what not to do when you're leading the song, kind of things like that. So I want you to have a songbook. Now let me give you some song leading tips. Okay, let me put you in this position. Say you do the lead singing one morning, and you wake up, and your voice sounds like this when you talk. That's not good. You need to be. Sometimes it can be okay, like it's just a morning thing. So what I would suggest is get a glass of lemon water and chug it down. Drink a lot of lemon water and try maybe like hibiscus tea or something like that. Lemon tea. Tea is really good. But I would say just drink lots of lemon water. That usually fixes it. Now, sometimes you may actually be sick. You may have something wrong with your throat. And if you try to sing a little bit, and if you're singing bass better than you're singing a melody, and you're my age, you've got a problem. So, if that happens, I would say just call the person that's in charge. Just be like, I can't lead singing today. I sound terrible. So that's what you need to do. Second, I brought up that sometimes a song needs to be prepared, but sometimes it's going to be like, oh, we have no one to lead singing. You need to lead singing. Ah! That is kind of scary. That scares me. It makes me nervous. What you need to do is a song leader beforehand every day probably needs to be flipping through a songbook. And just, if you see a song, oh, I like that song, write it down, write the number down, write the pitch of the song down, and just kind of carry that around in your pocket. That's something to do to keep you prepared, so you know, oh, I can lead this song, I know this song, I have it in my pocket. Because sometimes, and one thing I do, I always carry a pitch pipe with me. I always carry it wherever I go, because you never know if someone's going to get baptized, and they need a song leader over there right away, you need lead singing. But if you don't have any of that, don't have a pitch pipe, I'll teach you this in a little bit, but you need to go up the scale of music. We'll talk about this. If you don't know what I'm saying, you're just kind of zoned out. We'll cover this later. Just go up do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and just kind of do that and see what the note is. That kind of helps with the pitch and everything. But just when you don't have a pitch pipe, you don't have to have a pitch pipe. It's just very helpful. And just be careful when you lead it. And make sure you don't pitch it really high that the sopranos are struggling. Don't pitch it too low that the tenors and the basses are dying. You don't want that to happen. So thanks guys so much for watching. Hopefully we'll be more frequent now, and I'll post my third solo course video later. See you guys.